Do us a favor, hit that likes button, hit the share button, and hit the subscribe button. This is Left Side of the Brain. How y'all doing, Jags? Today we're going to do a video that I've been meaning to discuss, and I think I brought it up in a previous video before. Let me sit right here. Water down. Okay. Me again. It's left side. It's left side again. Comfortable. Let's get into it, Jags. Now, today I'm going to discuss when it comes to sex, when it comes to dating, primarily sex, who does it benefit the most? That'll be the title of this video. Who does sex benefit the most? Now, I thought about it. Now, most men would probably say sex benefits men the most because men, they like to have sex more than females, and the female was created for the man. Look at Adam and Eve. God made Eve for Adam. You know, that would probably be the first thing that a man would say. Sex was created for the man's benefit. We get more out of sex than a woman. But hate to spoil your ego party, but in reality, females benefit more from sex than men. I know that sounds strange because females will have you believe that you got to take them out and get to know them before sex. And they do say those things. Okay? But the fact of the matter is, when you look close enough, you will realize that the sexual interaction between males and females, the women dictate the situation. Let me explain. You see, when a man has sex with a woman, usually, under normal circumstances, the female, she is going to require things from that man. Number one, she's going to require time. It's going to take time to get to know her. She's sizing you up. She's trying to see how you can benefit her. Okay? It's going to take money. Even if you don't necessarily come out of your pocket and pay a woman for sex, when you think about it, you are paying for it. Because you got to put gas in your car just to go meet the female at said destination. You have to, most likely you want to look nice, so you may end up buying an outfit. Okay. Then, let's say if you go to a restaurant, you know that you're going to pay for the dinner, because if you go to the restaurant and you and her, you both haven't arranged that she will be paying for her own meal and you will be paying for your own meal, it's going to create a problem in her mind. She's going to say, "Oh, you a cheap guy and this and that, and you're not going to get a second date. So just erase it." So having said that, when you look at everything, you realize that The female, she's getting paid for the sexual interaction. She's getting your time, okay? She's getting you to do extra things like open the door for her. You bending over backwards. You placating to her, whether you know it or not. Now, somebody asked me a question. They said, Left Side, will you do a video on dating for people who have souls? And I'm gonna try to answer that question within this video, so pay attention. You see, dating is something that's time consuming. It's in the word itself. Date, a day on the calendar. A day consists of 24 hours. You gotta take time out of your day to go on a date. Date, most likely you're going out to eat because the word ate is in the word date. A-T-E, E-A-T, reversed. So most likely you're gonna take the girl out to eat, right? That's the most common date, okay? Now, when you are going through this process, you are feeding into the female's motif, her model, her template. So whether you want to accept it or not, when you go out on dates, you are compromising your desires for the female's desire, okay? Because most men would rather skip the date, period. Most men would rather go straight to the bedroom. So when you go out on a date, you have already compromised. So for all of these men out, those other people on YouTube who don't look at things from an HPP perspective, when you go out on a date with a female, you have automatically taken the beta position. You're not in an alpha position. You went out on a date. You haven't slept with her yet. So you going out on the date to follow the programming that men should take women out on dates. So already you have succumbed to the program. Already you have given in. And the female knows that. The very fact that you said, let me take you out, she already knows you're doing it for what? You're doing it as a gesture of kindness. She know what it leads to. Just like if you took some rose petals, left a trail of rose petals on Valentine's Day to the bedroom, she know what the rose petals are leading to. She knows that you going out buying the roses was for her. It's a process, a beginning stage to get in the bedroom. She knows that. So she already knows that when you ask her out, you on a knee. You bending down on a knee, whether you want to admit it or not. Yes, you are on your knee just by lowering your voice, talking in a softer tone. Why are you doing that? You don't talk to other men like that. You don't placate to other men. You don't lower your tone. The only time somebody does that is when you are in a lower position of power and you're trying to get accepted. So you putting your game face on. Just like when you go for a job interview, you changing up and trying to talk differently and you're trying to put your best foot forward. But guess what? The female, she's not doing any of that. She the person giving the interview. She could easily say, you got the position, you got the job, let's go to the hotel room, let's make love. She can end the date just like that. She controls the outcome of that date. As long as you are desiring to sleep with her, she controls the outcome of the date. She controls it. She can end it. She can prolong it. She can say things like, I'm not ready right now. We can be friends. She can say whatever she want to do and can string you along as long as you are willing to ride. She controls it. That's right. So that's why, I've decided not to go on dates, because a date is nothing but a moment of hesitation for the female. It's her period of playing her choices. She gets to choose. Do I really want to be with him? Think about it. The average date is about 3 hours. If it's going good, if she's entertained, it can last about 3 hours. If it's not so good, it'll last about an hour or less. So really, it's just a waiting period. The whole while. See, I look at dates like this. A date is nothing but a long, overextended answer to a question. Because at the end of that date, she has to decide whether she's going to sleep with you or not. That's what it all boils down to. So if at the end of that date, she has already decided that she's not going to sleep with you, then that means that 3 hours that you spent with her, it was nothing but a long no. Imagine someone saying no and holding up the no for 3 hours, like a musical note, like no. That's all she's saying. She's not singing it like that, but in her mind, that's what she's saying. Yeah, she's eating in front of you. Yeah, she's taking orders. Yeah, can you bring another wine? Okay, thank you. And the waiter comes to the table. Can you refill this glass? Yeah, she going through the motions. She going through the formalities. But in her mind, she's saying, no. So that whole 3 hours, you got to think about it like it's an opera singer holding a note for a long time. No, 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 no. She's just saying no. So really, I look at it like this. A date is just a long no or yes. Or on that same date, it may end early and y'all go straight to the bedroom. It could be a long yes. Yes, yes. So it really don't matter where you go on a date, how much money you spend. None of that matters. Because at the end of that date, if she don't decide yes, then you just wasted your time. But guess what? She benefited from it. She got the free food, the free attention. Look, she probably taking pictures the whole while, posting it on Instagram, posting it on Snapchat. And the people who looking at the pictures, they don't even know. Yes, she looked like she having a good time, but really she just using this moment as a photo op. She just taking pictures, and the people looking at, that's why pictures can be very deceptive. Somebody looking at the picture will be like, oh, she's just having so much fun. While all the while, she not even thinking about you. She's just using you as another photo op to go into her photo book on Instagram. That's it. That's why I don't take selfies with girls like that. You ever seen guys who, they guys, they not men, they guys. Guy is one letter from the word gay. Have you ever seen those guys who be taking pictures with girls and she'll be behind, like she'll be in front and he'll be behind her and she'll be taking a picture and then he be having that, that gaping mouth smile and all of that type of stuff. They call it the cup boy smile. His mouth be open, and her mouth be open, and he's making feminine fish lip facial expressions just like the female, placating to that woman. So that's all she using you for. Basically, emasculating you on camera. A date is nothing but an emasculation. That's all it is. You're just getting emasculated. You think you're doing something manly by paying for the food, when in actuality, you are paying for your own emasculation. Simple as that. But see, the program taught you that paying for the food is a manly gesture. You see how they make you make a fool of yourself? Yeah, we're gonna get them to think that paying for the meal is manly. We're gonna get them to think that it's the right thing to do. So you feeling all proud. I paid for the meal, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna ask for sex on the first night, cause she gonna think that's all I want. So what if that's all you want? Why would you play a game? See, left side don't play games. I don't give a fuck. I'm out here by myself. This is the best way to be. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I talk to girls, but under my rules, under my guidelines. I'm not taking you out on no expensive date. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it. So erase it out your head. But, you know, let's get back into why women benefit the most, okay? Now, let's say you get lucky and let's say she does have sex with you. It comes at a price. You coming out your pockets, you buying her things, you paying bills. I know you paying bills. I know y'all paying bills. You paying phone bills. You buying her jewelry, little forget-me-not cards and all that type of stuff. You paying a price. Now, you may not think it's a price because you're not paying for it in the sense of you riding down the street and you see a prostitute and you just give her the money and she do what she does and then you and her separate. As a matter of fact, if you did it that way, I would have more respect for you. That's right. I have more respect for men who just buy a prostitute than going through all of that mental stress. Because when you buy a prostitute, you're not going through mental stress. You just giving them some money. You get what you want. They go about their business. Of course, you know, wear a condom or whatever, but you're not giving them your unsolicited time. You're not in a situation where it's uncertain whether or not you will have sex with that female. And that's another thing I wanted to say. Another reason why I don't like dates, because it puts you in a arena of uncertainty. Because the whole while you on that date, you thinking to yourself, how is this going to end? That's what the man is thinking. The female already knows how it's going to end. She's already pre-decided whether or not she's going to have sex with you or not. She's already made it up. The day she met you, she's already decided. Just like the day when you first saw her and you was like, yeah, man, I'll tear that up, this, and that. When she saw you and when you gave her your phone number, she already decided whether or not she was going to sleep with you. She already decided whether or not she was going to take you serious or not. She already decided whether or not she was going to use you as the guy to string along to pay her bills. Because women, they use men like appliances. They got one man who they use like a blender. They got another man who they use like a can opener. They got another man who they use like the iron skillet. They look at us like utensils that you collect and, put in your kitchen, put in your kitchen cabinet. You just another utensil. And then she got the man who takes care of her sexual needs. Females got a whole plethora of men. And all those men are not just for sex. So if you don't fall in the sex category, you getting played. Simple as that. You getting played. Simple as that. I don't want women to look at me as nothing but a sexual object. I love women to objectify me as a piece of sexual meat. Because then I don't have to go on dates. I don't have to waste time. I just want you to want me for sex. And most men would. But see, like I was saying, when you go out on a date with a woman, you are suppressing your true desires to accommodate the feelings of that woman. That's all you're doing. So I don't like dates because I don't like being in a position of uncertainty. Texting a girl, uncertain about where this is going to end up. That's why the dating benefits the female, sex benefits the female. Let's just say you have sex with this woman and you get her pregnant. That even benefits her. When you get a woman pregnant, you basically validating why a woman was created, to become pregnant. So even in that, you giving her purpose because her eggs were created to be fertilized. So even when you have sex with her, you validating her as a woman. You impregnated her, and now she's going to have a baby, and now she's going to breastfeed. So the body parts, her body parts are put into action. Her eggs, her ability to get pregnant, her breast milk. So even when you look at it like that, you are benefiting her existence because men don't get pregnant. And a man having sex with a woman does not validate him as a man. It doesn't validate his purpose. But a woman getting pregnant, it validates her biology of being able to be pregnant. You bring it to life. You bring her purpose to life by impregnating her. So even in that, you can see why sex benefits the female more than the man. Okay? Now when you throw in the court system, you already know what I'm about to say. You get one of these women pregnant and it don't work out, you're going to be left with the sharp end of the stick. I guarantee you. And it's not a question of if it don't work out. It's not going to work out. I'm telling you, love does not last. Love comes and goes just like everything else. It's just a fickle moment of pleasure. It's an emotion. It's a fairy tale that people put so much stock in. That's all it is. I don't care about being loved. You can love me, that's fine. You don't love me, that's fine, because I love myself. I have the truth on this channel. So what I need love for? Your silly love can't replace this HPB information. So it's not a question of if they're gonna fall out of love. They are going to fall out of love. There's no question about it. And then you are going to be left paying alimony, child support. It's going to happen. It's no, I'm gonna gamble with it. I'm gonna see if left side is telling the truth or not. Look, man. And if you stay in a marriage, you're going to be miserable for the rest of your life. She gonna be happy. She's not going to be miserable because this HPB realm was set up for your downfall as a man. That's why the woman controls the sexual market. She chooses if she will sleep with you or not. That tells you right off the bat who controls this thing. So it benefits her. That's right. It don't benefit you. See, men hold sex, they give it more value than the woman. See, the woman, she sees it as a control mechanism and a way to get the things that she desires from a man, far as things that can help her survive. And the only reason why women desire to survive and to live on this planet is not for the reason that you think it is. It's so that she can continue to manipulate men. That's what females live for, to manipulate men. That's why they want to survive. Because they live to manipulate the male species. That's their purpose. See, men want to survive because survival and making it in the wilderness is a manly trait. Being able to survive, being a wilderness man, hunting and providing for yourself and your family and those type of things. That's why a man desires to live. But for a woman, her desire to live is based in trapping you up in the game. See, the biggest goal in a woman's mind is getting married and having kids. You see how those two things go hand in hand with the HPB realm? Having kids. What we talk about. We don't have kids. Women are never going to say that. They're going to always say, I want to get married and I want to have kids. Because that's their purpose for existing. To lock you in. I'm going to end this video right here. It's getting longer than what I expected it to get to be. Tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. Should I do a part 2? Because I was going to go in some more. So y'all let me know, should I do a part 2 or not? Let me know. I'm going to end it right here. All right, this is Left Side of the Brain. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments below. Tell me what you think. I think this was a good video. Do I need to do a part 2? Do you have any questions about anything that I said? Leave it in the comment section below. And to the person who asked that question about dating and people with souls, should we date? I'm answering your question in this video, okay? Anybody else got questions? Leave it below. Should I do a part 2? Leave it below, let me know. And this is Left Side of the Brain, signing out. Jaguars up, HPBs down.